Hi, welcome to week 2 of our 10-week course. So let's get started. And it's just lovely to be doing this with you. So what I want to do tonight is the way I like to teach my classes when I'm in person in the group is I love to go and do the next lesson of the form early in the night when we're doing it, so that you have time for that to seep into your body and mind, and then we'll go back over it after the warm-ups again. So let's go back over last week's and do this week's. So I'll just adjust this here and we get started. Okay, great. So feet parallel. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to have feet parallel. So welcome, before I get carried away with excitement. Welcome to the second week, and lovely that you can get here again. And let's just take a moment just to feel the whole body. Bring ourselves present into this time that we have to practice, to investigate, and to relax as well. That's the lovely thing about Tai Chi, is that even though we're working with the body, we're also at the same time learning how to relax and calm the mind and the spirit. So feet parallel, shoulder width apart, and find that nice sense of a relaxed, upright body. As I said the last week, the knees are straight, but they're not locked. So unlock the knees and get a sense of the low back just sinking down. It's like this part here. As you soften your knees, you'll find yourself softening here. So we want this nice and straight. And the chin, as I was saying the last day, not up or down, just a lovely neutral chin. Feeling that alignment right up your spine. And notice already that even just begins to relax. Okay, so I'm going to do last week's lesson facing this way, and then I'll turn my back because it's actually easier for people to connect once you've seen what's happening in front. So, feeling the feet, feeling the whole way up through the body, and then just sit as the hands come to rest on these cushions of air. Relax the wrists and allow the arms to softly float up the front and softly down. Okay, and then we transfer the weight into the left foot and back into the right as we make the ball. And the left foot comes in next to the right. Okay, so I'm going to do that 3 times facing this way, and then I'm going to turn my back so you can be doing it along with me as well. So find again that alignment up through your body. Knees soft. Face relaxed. Like I said the last day, anytime you remember, just touch the tongue behind the teeth up on top, as that completes an internal energy circuit. So we're not leaking energy out of the body. Okay, so we sink. And now allow the arms to float almost up through heavy water and down. Feeling the resistance in the air as the hands float down. And then turning to the left, into the left foot, back into the right foot as you make a ball between the heart and the dantian. Weight now in the right foot. This foot is really empty. So maybe 10% of the weight in it for balance. So one more time. So we sink down, relaxing into the feet. Then softly allowing the arms to float up and softly down. Transfer into the left, back into the right as we make the ball. Okay, so I'm going to do this facing this way so you can just join in. Move a little bit to the right. So feel yourself again, double weighted. And weight a little bit more on the outside edge of the feet. So you don't want, if you look at my knees, you don't want the knees collapsing in like this. We want the knees pushed out a little onto the outside edge of the feet. So we get the knees properly aligned by having the weight more on the outside. And you'll feel also your instep lifts a little. Okay, so when we sink down, sitting down into the feet as the hands come to rest on these cushions of air, relax the wrists and let the arms softly float up and float down. Now we're going to transfer the weight into the left foot, and as we make that ball, we bring the left foot back in next to the right. Okay, so let's do that 2 more times, and then we'll add tonight's. So feet parallel, feeling yourself double weighted, softening the knees, softening the face, just letting go and relaxing. And then as we sit, the hands come out to rest on these cushions of air. Allow the wrists to relax and the arms to float softly up and softly down. And we transfer the weight into the left foot and back into the right as we make the ball. Okay, so let's do that 1 more time. So we have the feet parallel, everything nice and relaxed, feeling that alignment up through the body and down. And then sit down as the hands come to rest on these cushions of air. Stay sitting as the arms float up and they float down. And then we transfer the weight into the left foot, back into the right, making a ball. Okay, so that was last week. So the next lesson then, we step forward and left onto the heel of the left foot, and as the weight comes in, the left hand comes up to the heart, and then the right hand sinks down to the side of the body as the right foot comes round. So I'm going to show you that facing this way so you can see what it looks like at the end, okay? So if you want to do it with me, stand with your right foot looking out to one corner, and now you want to step, feel where your left, forget about the hands, feel where your left ankle is touching the right ankle, and then you're sitting down into that right foot, so you're going to pick up the left foot and flex it and step left. It's almost like you're going to step around something. So you're stepping forward and left onto the heel of the left foot, and then roll your weight into it, and when the weight's in here, we bring the right foot round. So I'll show you that facing this way as well. I know different angles, but anyway. Right foot's looking out. Your feet are at right angles to each other to begin with. So we sink down into the right foot, pick up the left foot and step to the left and a little bit forward. Put the foot down, and then as you're bringing the weight in, your right foot comes round. So when we're doing that in the form, we have a ball between the hands. So we pick up the left foot and step forward and left. And as the weight comes into the left foot, the left hand comes up to the heart. And then to finish the posture, the right hand comes down to the side as the right foot pivots round on the heel. So we end up with the right hand ends up sitting on a cushion of air at the side of the body here, facing forward like it did at the very beginning. And the left hand ends up in a circle in front of your heart. It's called ward off left. Now this left hand isn't this way. You don't want to be this way, or you don't want to be too far back. You just want to be weight in the left foot, mostly in that left foot, nice and balanced. And again, we have tummy tucked under and the chin tucked in. So I'll do it once or twice facing this way, and then I'll turn my back. So I want you to see it from all angles. It's a bit tricky when we're not in person. So right foot here, and bring the left foot in at right angles to that. So we have the ball between the hands, and we're going to step, flex your left foot as you step forward and left, put it down, and then as you're rolling into the left foot, the left hand's coming up to the heart. So if you took your weight back, the left hand could come down. So this movement moves with the transfer of your weight. So you're shifting your weight into the left foot as the left hand comes to the heart. And then we sink the right hand down, bringing the right foot around. And this allows you to be looking straight ahead. If the foot stays out here, you're inclined to be a bit chest looking to there. You want the chest and the shoulders lined up with the front foot. Okay, so we'll do one more this way, and then I'll do it with my back. We'll go from the beginning to there. So weight in the right foot. And find that nice alignment. You're sitting down into that right leg, and the right hand's at the heart. and the left hand's at the dantian. So we have this ball between the heart and the dantian. Then we pick up the left foot and flex it and step onto the heel. And then as your weight comes in, the left hand comes up to the heart, and then sink the right hand down as the right foot comes round. And we finish with the weight in the left foot, looking straight ahead, shoulders and hips lined up with that left foot that's looking straight ahead. So it's a bit technical, but anyway. Now don't worry too much about getting all those bits. It takes a while until all the bits come together. So I'll turn my back and let's do 3 together, and then we'll do some warm-ups, and then I'll come back to that later after we've done the warm-ups, and you'll notice that already it'll feel a bit easier when we come back to it then. So feet parallel. And take a moment now just to feel your feet on the ground again. Feel that sense of alignment up through the body. Soft knees, chin tucked in. Your bum tucked a little bit under, so you have a nice, without forcing, just allow this to relax down. Can feel almost like the hips have curled up a little bit in front. Let the hands rest at the sides of the body. And feel yourself double weighted and notice what it feels like now to be in your body like this. And then we're going to sit down as the hands come out to rest on these cushions of air. Palms looking at the ground, fingers looking straight ahead. Relax the wrists and allow your arms to softly float up the front and softly float down. Now we're going to transfer the weight into the left foot, turning to the left and back into the right foot as we make the ball, and the left foot comes in next to the right. So then step onto the heel of the left, and as your weight comes in, the left hand comes up to the heart, and then the right hand sinks down to the side, and the right foot comes round. Ward off left. Okay, so 2 more. So feet parallel, shoulders relaxed, whole body awareness. And we sink down as the hands come out. Allow the wrists to relax and allow the arms to softly float up the front and softly float down. We're going to transfer the weight into the left foot and back into the right foot as you make the ball. And then step onto the heel of the left foot and roll your weight into it as the left hand comes to the heart and the right hand sinks down to the side of the body and the right foot comes round. So we're in the bow stance. Nice and relaxed. So 1 more time. Feet parallel. Soften the face. Soften the shoulders. Soften the knees. And then sink into the feet as the hands come to rest on these cushions. Relax the wrists, the arms float up. Pull the elbows in and the arms, hands float back down. Turn the weight to the left, bring the weight into the left foot, bringing the weight back into the right foot as the left foot comes in next to the right. And then step onto the heel of the left and let the left hand float up to the heart as the right hand and foot come round. Ward off left. Okay, great. So that's your first 2 postures of the form, and I do them at the beginning as well. So if you just want to do a bit of revision during the week, you could just do the 2 of them and a few warm-ups, and you'd have a little mini practice for every day. So by next week you'll be all set for the 3rd lesson. It takes a bit of practice to remember, because there's a lot of body and muscle memory that you're teaching yourself. So now let's do a few of our warm-up exercises. So we're going to step the feet shoulder width apart again. And on this first one, which is called knocking on the gates of heaven, we're just going to shift the weight into one leg, shift the weight, and keep your knees nice and soft here now. So you're sitting down, but you needn't be too far down. You just want soft knees. Turning to the right as you go right, turning to the left as you go left. So they call this knocking on the gates of heaven. So once you get into the rhythm, you allow your hands to hit your belly and your sacrum. So they say if you get this right, you live forever, because it's knocking on the gates of eternity. Anyway, little bit of Tai Chi folklore. And let your eyes run along the room at eye level. Resist the temptation to get stuck on anything. Just keep the eyes moving with the body. Just relaxing, loosening everything. Okay. Just let it wind back down. So the arms are nice and loose and relaxed. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do is turning on the heel. Like in that, tonight when we're doing that posture, when we finish this posture here, we bring the back foot round on the heel. So it's really nice to practice this turning on the heel. We do it a lot in Tai Chi. So feet parallel again. Feel that nice alignment down through your body. Even that sense of softening and feeling the alignment in your body already does you good, does the body good. So sit into your left foot and then turn, pivot on the heel of the right, nice and relaxed, and back to the center. And sit into the right foot and pivot on the heel of the left. So you come to the center and turn right, center and turn left. And again, once you get this movement going, just let your arms swing with the body. Center and turn left, center, turn right, center. So you're turning to the center and then the other way. Nice, relaxing exercise as well. Okay, so another nice one to practice. And the last one of these three beginning warm-up exercises is turning on the ball of the foot. So we call them warm-ups, but I prefer to think of them more as teaching the principles of Tai Chi. So in this one, you're going to sit into your left foot and I'll just barely pick the heel of the right foot off the ground and pivot on the ball of the foot. And this in here, like I was saying last week, it's your kidney one, or the bubbling brook it's called in Tai Chi. So it's a strong energy center that runs up to the kidneys. So it's where we absorb. It's a really important center for absorbing, electricity from the ground, electrons that balance our body up from the ground. So then sit into your right foot and turn on the ball of the left. So don't worry about the arms for now. Just feel what it's like to just turn, pivot on the ball of that foot. It always feels nice. It feels like you're massaging. That's a really lovely part of your foot to massage. So you just give it a nice massage, turning to the right, turning to the left. And even though we're just turning on the ball of the foot, notice that this works right up into your hip. So nice for the body. Really listen down into that feeling of pivoting. The foot can actually almost stay on the ground. You just want to feel that you're rotating around that bubbling brook. Imagine all that energy bubbling up into your body. Okay, lovely. So the next one that we're going to do is we're going to have the feet in, this is called attention posture, when we have the heels together and the toes looking out to the side. So I'm going to do it facing this way. So feet in attention posture, and then sink down into your left foot. So you feel yourself sitting down here, and now you're going to step forward and right with the right foot, and the right foot wants to look straight ahead, and then we're just going to sink forward and sink back, feeling the weight shifting under the ground forward, under the ground back. Just relax and relax. Soft. Feeling that weight shift back and forward. So you have to stay sitting down because you want to keep it going under and under. So you don't want, in the beginning, you can be inclined to do this. So just sink down into the front foot, sink down into the back foot. Feel like your weight goes under the ground. Okay, so we're going to sink into the back foot and we'll swap the feet. So this time from your left foot, so this is like tonight's step. So you sink into the right foot and you're going to step a little bit round and forward onto the heel of the left. Roll your weight into it, and now keep the 2 feet on the ground as we sink forward and sink back. So you're feeling, so your front foot's full, the back foot's full. So the shift of the weight, listen to that feel in your body as you shift the weight forward, shift it back, feeling like it's sinking forward, sinking back. So 2 more. Okay, great. We'll bring the heels back together. So now the next one that we like to practice, that I like to practice, is a great one for balance. So let's stay this way again because you'll probably see it better. So this time we're going to sink into the left foot again. So the right leg's empty and we step forward on the heel. And this time the foot looks straight ahead. And then bring the right foot in by your ankle. And when you step back, step it so the toes are looking to the corner. So we step forward on the heel and roll your weight into it. And then feet back together and we step back on the ball and roll the weight into it. You're stepping forward on the heel, relax down to the ball, back on the ball and relax down to the heel. Okay, great. So bring the heels back together, and I'll do it the second side now, facing this way, just to give you a different view of it. So sink this time into your left foot, sink into the right foot, and we'll step forward onto the heel of the left. So you roll the weight into the left foot, and then bring the feet back together, and then step back in the ball and roll your weight down into it. So together, stepping to the left and forward, and together, and stepping left and back. So relaxing again, the feeling of going under the ground, back, coming under the ground, forward. Just relaxing, softening, being at ease. You can let the arms move with the body if you like, so there's no really focusing more on the feet at the beginning and the shift of the weight. Foot looking straight ahead when you go forward, looking to the corner when we go back. Last one. Okay, great. So heels back together. So now we did one other one last week, and I want to repeat that again this week. It's one that I really think is really beneficial for our Tai Chi. And that is, I'm going to step forward with the right foot again. So weight in the left and step forward and right with the right. And now turn your body so you're lined up with this front leg. You're sitting down and now transferring the weight back. Just keep the shoulders nice and level. So this is the first one where we're actually, well, we did turn the waist early on, but turning the waist in this posture in the bow stance. So we're going to turn the waist to the left, feeling your shoulders staying nice and level. So into the back foot, into the front foot, into the back foot. Just to get the feel of keeping the shoulders level as you turn the waist, just letting the arms move a little bit with the shift of the weight. So now this time when you get back, I want to bring the left hand up, and the left hand comes forward. It's like it's pushing, and then as you sink back, it's receiving. So like the last time I was saying, this is a full movement. This is yang, and you're coming into the front leg, which becomes yang. And now this is yin. So there's an active and a more receptive. So we're shifting the weight. You get a feeling that the movement is moving this arm for you. Okay, so when we get to here now, turn your right palm up. So as you come into the back foot, now one of the easiest way to get this in the beginning is to feel like the hands are just going round the ball. So as I come into the front foot, the left hand comes to the top of the ball and the right hand sinks to the bottom. And as I come into the back foot, the left hand comes to the bottom as the right hand comes to the top. It's just feel like you're just turning your hands round the ball into the back foot, into the front foot. I love this exercise because it's a cross energy. So when we're here in the front foot, the left hand and the right leg are more active. And now when we come into the back foot, it's more the right hand and the left leg. So it's a lovely energy exercise for balancing the two sides of the brain. And building energy between the palms and the arms. Okay, so we're going to stop on the front foot. So with the right foot forward, we did that. So now I'm going to have the left foot forward, and I'll do this facing this way, so maybe you can see it easier. So heels together. We always start, whenever you're stepping into the bow posture, it's nice to start with the heels together and the toes looking to the corner. So sit your weight down into your right foot, and let the left foot peel up off the ground and step forward and left. So bring the weight into the left foot, and now we're going to start by just turning the waist to the right and turning back to the center. You're coming into the back foot, turning to the right, feeling the shoulders staying nice and level, and back into the front. To the right, back to the center. To the right. And center. And center. So now you've got the feeling of keeping your shoulders nice and level. This time, as we come into the back foot, we're going to activate the right arm, and that arm is going to come forward with us. So this palm turns up as you go back and turns out as we come forward. So this is receiving, receptive. This is more active. So into the back foot, into the front foot, turning to the right, back to the center. Okay, so now we're going to connect the left hand in as well. So now we're coming round the ball. So as the right hand sinks to the bottom, the left hand comes to the top. And as the left hand sinks to the bottom, the right hand comes to the top. So feel like you're massaging this ball of energy round this imaginary, it's like the shape of a beach ball, an energetic ball here between the palms and the arms. So you're going round that ball into the back foot, round that ball into the front foot. Feeling it, strengthening it. The ball becomes more real each time we go around it. Okay, great. We're going to sink back into the back foot and bring the feet back together. And this, ball that we've just been playing with there, once you've been doing a little bit of Tai Chi for a few minutes even, you'll be able to feel this ball of energy between your hands. So if you bring the palms quite close together and start, feeling around them, you'll feel something squishy in between your palms. So this is the energy that we play with in Tai Chi. It's not just around your arms, it's around your whole body, but the palms are a strong center. So when I have people in class, I love to play with this. So I get people, so if you have anybody at home, you could play with this. So I get people to have one hand on top of the other and then just to push. So with yourself, you could just get a feeling of pushing this hand away and then pushing this hand away. So you'll feel that almost a magnetic push and push. It's a nice way to just play with the shifting of the weight and feeling this energy. So, so when we've done, now that we've been doing a nice little bit of practice, that will have built up and you can play with it. See, stretch it out, bring it back together. So this is the energy that we're feeling when we're moving in Tai Chi. So, it's nice. And don't worry if you don't feel anything. I didn't feel anything for a long time, but my mind was very busy when I started Tai Chi. So I was listening too much to the mind, couldn't listen to the energy to begin with, but it was still doing it. So whether you feel it or whether or not, know that each time we're doing this, you're just cleaning and enhancing that energy. And then as you get more relaxed, more focused, you'll feel it getting stronger and stronger. And I'm not that sure that it gets stronger, but I just think that we begin to feel it more and enhance it more. Okay, so time is flying. So let's go back over our lesson now for tonight. So we'll go from the beginning to the lesson, and let's do that a good few times. And notice that already now it's going to feel a bit easier to do it. So feet parallel. I do it facing this way. Hands resting at the sides of your body. Feel everything relaxed. Sit down into your feet. Soften the face. Soften the shoulders. And then sit down as the hands come to rest on these cushions of air. Relax your wrists and allow the arms to softly float up the front and float down. Now we transfer the weight under the ground into the left foot and back into the right foot as we make the ball. And then step onto the heel of the left, and as the weight comes into that left foot, the left hand comes up to the heart and the right hand sinks down to the side of the body. And the right foot comes round as well. So when you finish, your weight is like 70% in the front foot. There's about 30 in the back foot. The tummy is tucked under, and you can feel, you know you're doing it right if you can feel this left leg working. So let's do 2 more. So we have the feet parallel. We're going to sit down into the feet as the hands come to rest on these cushions of air. Allow the wrists to relax and let the arms softly float up the front and float down. Transfer into the left foot and back into the right as we make the ball. And I'll step left onto the heel of the left and let the left hand float up to the heart and the right hand sink down as the right foot comes round. And just check at the end, nice, soft. Little smile on the face, tongue touching behind the teeth. Back again, so 1 more. So feet parallel. And relax everything down. Soften the knees, soften the face. Sit down into the feet as the hands come around to rest on these cushions. Allow the wrists to relax and the arms to softly float up. Pull in on the elbows and they softly float down. So we transfer the weight into the left foot and back into the right, making the ball. And then step onto the heel of the left and ward off with the left. Sink the right hand down to the side of the body. Okay, lovely. So every week I like to do in my class, I like to do the full mini form with people, because if you're even listening to it and watching it, it begins to tune. It gets into the body somehow. Don't know how it does. So if you want to come along and copy with me, great. Or if you just want to watch it and relax, that's great too. So feet parallel. I'll call it out and just stick with me, either looking at it or copying. So we find that nice sense of alignment, and then we sink as the hands come out. Allow the arms to float up and down. Transfer the weight into the left foot, back into the right as you make the ball. And then step onto the heel of the left and ward off with the left, sink the right hand down. Then we turn back to the right, bringing the weight into the right foot. Turn the waist to the left, and as the left hand sinks down, the right hand comes up to the heart. Keep the right hand at the heart as we turn right, and then the palm turns out as we turn to the center. And then the palm turns back in as the right hand sinks down the front of the body. Turn to the right and the arms open up and pick up your left foot. Step onto the heel, brush the left hand past the knee as the right hand comes forward to push, and then the back foot peels up. We sit back into it as the front foot peels up and the front foot comes down on the heel as we play guitar. Open up again. Fold the left hand over. Step left, brush past the left knee, sink forward. And now sit back into your back foot, turning on the heel of the left. The 2 hands come down to the side of the body. We make a fist with the right hand as we pick up the right foot and step to the corner with the right and sink into the right foot as the fist comes to the hip. Step wide and forward with the left and punch with the right. And then we turn left. The left hand comes under the right. Turn right as the two hands make a circle in front of the heart. Over the top of the ball as we sink into the back foot, and then forward push. And then bring the left foot round on the heel. Sink into the left as the hands cross at the heart. Step out with the right. And let your hands sink back down to the sides of the body. And we straighten up. So, yes, I think that's probably enough work for you for tonight. So we'll sit for just a few minutes. So as the weeks go on, we'll build up the number of postures and exercises that we're doing. But just for now, let's just sit and give yourself a clap on the back for having the courage to join Tai Chi class. So feel your feet on the ground. Notice, it's a different feeling now that the weight is off them. And I like to sit just barely off the seat. It's like you're up here and then I let myself roll off. So this is the Tai Chi meditation seat that I was taught by my teacher, Stephen. So feet parallel, chin tucked in, and find that nice. So when we sit out this way, when you're sitting back here, it's not as easy to have your spine nice and straight. So here, the pelvis has tucked under. So I have a nice straight line down my spine and up my spine. Chin tucked in. Not too much or not too far, just that alignment again. And we make a lovely circle with the arms, like a ward off shape here. And down here as well. So I have my left hand sitting into the right palm. Thumbs just barely touching. And then just allow yourself to feel the whole body from the top of the head right down into the soles of the feet. And let's just scan the body, noticing each place as we go along, just allowing that part of the body to absorb all this chi that we've been cultivating. So feel into the feet, all around the soles of the feet, the outside edges, around the toes, around the heels. Feel into the instep, the top of the foot. And then both feet together. Notice now how the ground feels under your feet. How does it feel to you? If you have shoes or socks on, just notice how your feet feel in that. Now feel into the ankles, the calves and the shins on both legs, both knees, thighs, feeling all around the thighs, and then into the buttocks. Just listening. How do they feel? As best we can without judging any place. Just curious, open. And now let's feel all around the torso, all around the pelvic area, all around the tummy, all around the chest, all around the shoulders. And feel now down along the arms, from the shoulders, down through the arms, the elbows. Feel into your elbows. Down along from the elbows, through the lower arms, the wrists, How do the wrists feel? Feel into the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, and then all the fingers, right onto the tips of the fingers, right onto the tips of the thumbs. Noticing how you're feeling, how your hands and arms are feeling. Now again, feel the shoulders. Let the shoulders relax. Feel into the neck, all up the back of the neck, the front, the sides, and feel into the neck. Just giving it your full attention. Now let's feel all around the face. Notice how your jaw is feeling, and your chin. How do the lips feel? The upper lip, the lower lip, both lips together. How does your tongue feel this evening? Is there a taste in the mouth? How does the throat feel? The roof of the mouth. Feel into your nostrils. Notice how they feel as you breathe in, as you breathe out. How do the cheeks feel? And the eyes and the eyelids. The forehead. And feel all around the scalp. And now let's feel from the top of the head right down to the soles of the feet. Just noticing how the whole body is feeling. And just imagine soaking up all that chi that we've been gathering, letting it nourish every cell of your body, all the spaces between the cells. So let's just take that energy with us and let it wash over our evening or our day whenever you're watching this, and have a fabulous day or evening, whatever. And lots of happy practice for the week. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. So, or during the week. So take care and let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions, if there's anything you'd like to say or hear more of. And I'd love to hear from you and how you're enjoying the course. So thanks for being here. See you soon. Bye.